he chased a dream too far away. On a quiet Arctic night, an old polar bear shared stories under the northern lights. Among all his stories, one legend always made the young bears listen closely. Far away in Antarctica, there was said to be a king penguin as beautiful as a dream. To most polar bears, she was only a bedtime story, beautiful but impossible. But one young polar bear could not forget her, no matter how many days passed. From that night on, he carried a dream no one else truly understood. He wanted to cross the sea, reach Antarctica, and find the penguin from the legend. The dream was far away, but it made his ordinary life feel bright. So he built his first little boat, rough and simple, but full of hope. When the boat touched the icy water, his heart almost believed the journey had begun. But the boat sank quickly, and the laughter around him felt colder than the sea. That day, he was not only sad about the boat, he was sad that his dream looked foolish. Still, he could not let the dream disappear so easily. A few weeks later, he tried again, this time with wood and quieter determination. He was no longer only excited. He had learned that dreams could hurt too. The wooden boat floated, and for a moment, hope returned to his heart. But the waves shook it hard, as if reminding him that Antarctica was still far away. He returned to shore quietly, carrying a heavier kind of disappointment. He began to understand that wanting something deeply was not always enough. But the harder the dream seemed, the more he wanted to prove his heart was right. A whole year passed, and he kept returning to the ice, the sea, and his unfinished dream. He learned from broken boats, cold waves, and the pain of starting over. To others, he was building boats, but inside, he was building courage. Slowly, his paws grew stronger, and the laughter around him no longer hurt as much. At last, he built an iron boat, strong and steady, under the pale Arctic sky. For the first time in a long while, he felt his lonely effort might finally have meaning. He looked across the sea and imagined Antarctica waiting somewhere beyond the horizon. But just as he was ready to leave, he realized he did not know the way to Antarctica. He had built a strong boat, but the world was still much wider than his dream. This hurt more than every failure before, because nothing had broken except his hope. He sat beside the iron boat, feeling smaller than he had ever felt before. The hardest part was knowing he had grown so much, yet still could not reach the place he imagined. For the first time, he wondered if his dream had been leading him forward or pulling him away. The old polar bear came quietly, without promising that every dream would come true. He simply helped the young bear look at the boat, his paws, and the long road behind him. Then, the young bear finally saw it. He had not reached Antarctica, but he had become someone stronger. The dream had not given him the penguin, but it had given him skill, patience, and courage. Later, other polar bears began to notice his strong boat. One by one, they came to him with fish, hoping he could build boats for them too. Before long, the icy shore became busy with orders. Big bears, small bears, and even nervous bears all wanted a boat of their own. Soon, the sea was full of happy polar bears fishing from his boats. They returned with piles of fish, and he finally had more fish than he could ever eat. His dream never took him to Antarctica, but it built him a life in the Arctic.